I chose to do my career project on chiropractic, and this includes what it means, how to achieve it, and what does it look like after you have gotten your degree. So what is chiropractic? Chiropractic, by definition, is the adjustment of joints in patients to help realign misplaced bones or muscles. When adjustments are made to the bones, the muscles that are causing pain are moved back into relative position, and that leads to reduce of stress on the muscles, and the pain is then relieved within the patient. When muscles are out of place, or when bones are out of place, it causes extra tension on the muscles, and that is where the pain lives. Um, I chose this career because I always looked up to my chiropractor. He was always able to take care of my injuries, whether that was when I was in the recovery stage still, or he also helped me prevent injuries. This included by him giving me adjustments, giving me other forms of therapy, whether that was stem, hot stones, and countless others. Me and him went through. He also gave me extra stretches to help relieve any pain that I would feel if I couldn't swing in and see him. And he always had a positive outlook on life. And he always said that he loved doing what he did and would never change it for anything in the world. And that helped me look up to him and helped me realize that I wanted to be able to provide care to others as well and live such a joyful life as he does. The required steps to become a chiropractor are you must go to school for upwards of 7 to 8 years, depending on the type of track that you're on. And you will then receive a doctorate in chiropractic. The steps in getting your doctorate are you are supposed to attend a undergrad university and receive upwards of 90 credit hours as a minimum, and then 24 credit hours in specialized clinical classes, such as like biology, chemistry, and sociology. Once you complete that, then you can get accepted into a chiropractic program. The program will then take anywhere from 3 to 4 years to complete. And once you have completed it, you're then eligible to apply for your state license. Your state license allows you to open up your own firm or work at a previous existing firm. And this gives you permission to work on other patients and help relieve their pains. If you do not have your state license, you can get in a lot of trouble and get sued by the state. And possibly, if you injure one of your patients, that will be another lawsuit waiting to happen. As far as internship hours go, when you're in your doctorate program, internship hours are a key. A lot of colleges will require you to shadow a chiropractor or get other types of internship hours in a chiropractic firm to help you better understand the daily schedule of a chiropractor, and then that can help you with exams and the classes that you are in. So what are the pros and cons of being a chiropractor? Well, the pro is that you can open up your own firm and be your own boss. And pros that come with opening up your own firm are you're able to set your own hours. You can get in patients if you feel that it's necessary. You can go travel to their patient's house if that's how you want to run your firm. So this also includes being able to take all holidays off, maybe your kids' birthdays as you age, and other very important dates. You can completely change your schedule around your life and what is happening. The average salary for a chiropractor is $70,720 a year. And this is a pretty high salary compared to some other jobs that you can get a degree for. One con is it is less than most doctors make, as in a doctor in a hospital or a clinic. But you also, like said previously, you get to set your own schedule. Another pro with the salary is that you can raise or lower your salary depending on how much you want to charge for your care. This means if you want to be a more selective chiropractor, you can raise the cost for an adjustment or take on only certain clients that pay well, and you're able to adjust them and get paid more handsomely for it. Con is you must have some knowledge in business management if you do open up your own firm. This is because if you don't file taxes properly or run into any other issues with money as you're running your firm, you may have to close down. And then you're going to have to go through the whole process of reopening up your business. So having some sort of general business management knowledge can go a long way in keeping your firm running for years to come. Another con is it does require a little bit extra schooling to complete the doctorate degree versus some other careers. Like I stated before, it can take anywhere from 7 to 8 years to complete, whereas some other degrees may only take 5 or 6. Another con is that any small mistake could ruin your career. When adjusting a patient, if you slip up or do more damage than good to a patient's back or other joints, they may try to sue you and your firm. However, this can be planned out ahead of time by getting the insurance policy to help run your firm. This way, accidental mistakes should be covered depending on your insurance plan. Finally, another pro of being a chiropractor is that you have your life planned out ahead of you. You are able to know how much you're going to make in a year, and you're able to change your schedule to whatever you want it to be. This helps because you're going to be able to do what you love for years to come, and you're going to be able to help other people around you. While doing an interview, I realized that I had the same reasons on why I aspired to become a chiropractor as the individual that I interviewed. Both of us saw how our separate chiropractors were able to make our lives better and injuries go away by simply adjusting our back and other joints. We also had very similar goals in the future in that we both planned out to open our own practice. And this was the coolest thing that I learned while conducting my interview. And this just kind of shows that I'm not the only one that has this type of outlook on life. And like, if he was able to do it, this also can help prove to me that I'm able to do it. And it was just a cool thing to see that we both kind of came from the same place and both wanted the same goals at the end of life. My biggest concern with working chiropractic was the load work that I was told about during my interview. During my interview, the interviewee told me that he spends almost all of his day going from school to his internship to homework, and then he basically goes to bed, and then in that time he's able to make time for about an hour to an hour and a half to go work out. And my concern with that is if I'm trying to complete my doctorate while continuing my athletic career in baseball, is how I'm going to be able to make up the time to not only complete all my schoolwork, but also get internship hours in while playing baseball. Now, however, in order to enter a doctorate program, I'm also going to have to attend 4 years roughly of and get my undergrad degree. So if that works out, or if I have an accelerated schedule, I may or may not be able to fully continue my athletic career in baseball and play my 4 years of eligibility. However, if I stick to my plan now, I will be able to play my 4 years of collegiate level baseball and then continue my academic career in chiropractic. My top 4 grad schools are listed here. They are Palmer College of Chiropractic in Davenport, Iowa, Northwestern Health Sciences University in Bloomington, Minnesota, National University of Health Sciences in Lombard, Illinois, Cleveland University, Kansas City, and Overland Park, Kansas City. These are my top schools because they are the closest located to me here in Minnesota. My number one school would be the Palmer College of Chiropractic, just because they do have the number one program in the Midwest. They're highly renowned in the United States and are a very high quality level of college. My second school is Northwestern Health Sciences University in Bloomington, Minnesota. This is my second school because it is the closest to home, and I am very well knowledgeable about the area, so it won't be kind of throwing a fish in a new pond per se. They also have a very good program, and that is the school that I am actually most looking forward to apply to and attend. Another university is National University of Health Sciences in Lombard. This school isn't as nationally known for their chiropractic. However, they are a little bit cheaper than the first two schools listed, which is always a benefit. They do have a very good program and have a very good turnout rate. My final university I chose was Cleveland University in Kansas City, in Overland Park, Kansas City. This school has a pretty high rated chiropractic program. However, this also is one of the more expensive programs in the Midwest. And the reason it's my bottom school on my list is because it is the farthest away from home. And personally, I am kind of a homebody, so I like to stay in Minnesota. And if I could just be closer to home, that would be my top school that I could go to. For all the schools listed, they all have very similar requirements, and that you have to have 90 credit hours in an undergrad degree, 24 credit hours in the specialized sciences, and then they all require transcript papers and a formal essay. They all have very similar GPA requirements, being a 3.0 and up. Palmer and the National University of Health Sciences both offer a program if your GPA is a 2.75 to 2.99. So that is a benefit for both of those colleges. At all four grad schools, you're going to have to take the same exams, complete very similar courses, and the turnaround as far as time-wise goes is very similar to all universities. However, Palmer and Northwestern both have slightly shorter timelines, being 10 trimesters worth of schooling in order to complete their program. And that's why those two are also on the top of the list. So the grad school overview consists of coursework. In all the courses, or in all grad schools listed, you have a very similar course load, and that being general biology, general chemistry, anatomy, clinical sciences, social behaviors, and many others, but they all have a very similar outlook. All four colleges have roughly 10 trimesters worth of schooling to complete in order to get your graduate program. And they all offer internships within the university, and some offer internship classes where you're able to work underneath a chiropractor or learn from a chiropractor and still get credit hours towards that. There are four main exams in order to get your doctorate in chiropractic, and those are universal across the United States and are national level exams. The timeline for this type of career, as far as schooling goes, is roughly 7 to 8 years, but that can fluctuate depending on how far or behind you are ahead or how your schedule plays out. So overall, I am very excited to start my journey as a chiropractic student. And doing this project just made me realize how much more I really want to do this later in life. And I cannot wait to build my life around helping people with their pain and problem areas.